Partisans keep getting more partisan. Here's more evidence. A New York Times piece notes that in 1958, Gallup did a survey asking people, if you had a daughter of marriageable age, would you prefer she marry a Democrat, a Republican, all other things being equal, of course. Back then, 18% they would want their daughter to marry a Democrat, 10% a Republican, and the remainder didn't care. In 2016, a week before the election, a professor of political science conducted a version of that survey with pretty different results. As you can see, 4 more people care about the party of their future in-law. Now, I don't care if the guy who marries my daughter is Republican or Democrat, just as long as he believes in small government, fiscal responsibility, strong military, and, of course, loves Toby Keith. Doctor, I think this is interesting, and it goes to the fact that what everyone's saying, that we're more divided than ever. But why?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So they asked the parents this, so not the children, correct?
Yeah.
And in reading that study, and it nearly doubled, right, from 2016. It cares more. I mean, it's definitely not a shock to me, considering the wide dichotomy, the divide of political thought in this country, as opposed to it was back in the 50s.
Yes.
But I think it is interesting. It would be really interesting if they asked the children, if they felt the same way, right? The ones that are actually getting married, if they felt that they needed to stay within their party and if it would make a successful marriage. I feel like I've had this conversation over cocktail parties before.
Yeah. You and all your cocktail parties, Doctor. Fantastic.
Right.
Paul, I think that this is more, for instance, I don't have any sons, but if I did, I wouldn't care who they married. But my daughters, I would want them to marry Republicans. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Do you understand?
Why?
Because I'm a sexist.
Well, there you go. This is like going to therapy. Yeah,
no,
you figured it out yourself.
I think because it doesn't matter as much with guys. Women, I think I would want them to be with someone more like me.
All right.
You want to be able to hang with a guy.
Yes.
You're going to have to hang with him.
And the thing is
that
I could handle a liberal woman. You know what I mean? I can be around them. And I think, generally, conservatives, Ray, I think conservatives don't have as much of a problem with this. I think it's liberals that they really get hot under the collar for people of an opposite party.
Maybe. Look, I don't really care. It wouldn't matter to me who I marry, a Democrat, Republican. I live half the year in Aruba. I just want somebody who owns a kayak. That's all that matters to me.
Really?
Look, I once had an awkward right swipe with Rick Perry, so I really don't care about...
What, was it awkward, or...?
It didn't really happen.
But look, I think, right or wrong, the right is less emotionally involved in their politics than
probably.
the left.
I think more people care about, truthfully, I think more people care about religion than about political affiliation.
Really? Are you Jewish?
Yeah, but what do we... Hey, easy, I don't like that tone.
No, I want to know.
I like that.
I asked Ray because I think Jewish people, oftentimes they do... Is that not a concern among Jews that they want to marry?
I think often Jewish people want their kids to marry Jews. I think Greek Orthodox want their kid to marry Greek Orthodox. Often Catholics want
definitely, yeah.
Sure. Although my ex-girlfriend, who you met, I believe, once, she was a nurse.
There have been so many, Ray.
Oh, Thomas. Her family was very religious Catholic, and they would have been very content if she had married me.
Yeah, I think Catholics and Jews, I think they go together like two things that go together.
Like comedians and doctors.
The term... This is going to be a long show.
Michael, I know you had something to say about this.
The term for a woman who marries a liberal man is lesbian.
It's true?
You're a girl. If you're a liberal, you're not really a guy. I mean, that is where a big part of the segregation is. Nowadays, far-left liberal ideology is a complete rejection and repudiation of anything masculine in this culture.
Now, Paul, do you want to... It sounded like you... I mean, just by your body language, you want to refute that point that he just made.
I think it's a pretty broad painted.
Broad is right. We're talking about broad.
It's a very broad brush you're painting with.
I'm a modern-day Bob Ross.
I don't identify myself as anything, so I can't really come to the aid of liberal people.
Yeah.
But I have seen quite a few over there, that's for sure. But on both sides.
It grabs back now.
I got all sides.
It grabs back.
Everybody's weak. If you identify yourself as anything solidly, that is just a shield that you put up in front of exposing yourself for the actual person that you are.
Isn't it true? Listen, we've had a lot of people who were, complaining about the liberal snowflakes over time. And then someone on this panel says something against Trump, and then they come in and they're tweeting. There's as much snowflake on the other side, or maybe not as much.
If you try to talk to conservatives about the police or the military, you watch them get PC and freak the hell out.
It's right. It's the outrage, right?
Yes. It's the same exact psychological reaction.
Yeah, it's a lot of people hiding behind this name and then just throwing stuff at each other over Twitter and social media. Nobody's actually...
And now they're actually bringing down schools.
Yeah.
Which is going to end very well for them.
And what's going to happen to the robots?
I mean,
that's socially awkward robots.
You want to marry a Republican robot or a Democrat robot?
Do they come? Do they come party affiliate?
I think they might.
Yeah.
I might want my robots to be Democrat.
Why is that?
I don't know. You know, they probably they care for you more. They they're more inclined to.
But the taxes, Tom, the taxes.
They're going to give to the rest of the robot community.
Yeah. I mean, remember the Jetsons? They had that. That woman who came to a point and she...
was it Irona or was that Richie Rich?
That's
Rosie, her name was Rosie.
Rosie is my ideal robot.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think she was great. Okay.